This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com. Be sure to visit SoccerPro.com for all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off a $75 purchase, plus free shipping within the US. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you a video to answer a question that I get a lot of, and that is, I have a very wide foot, what soccer shoe is going to fit me the best? And my simple answer to that question is that most people don't have as wide of a foot as they think they do. Just as a point of reference, I have about an average width foot, and I measured out the forefoot of my foot. That's generally the widest point on your foot, and it measured at about 10 centimeters wide, which is about 4 inches wide exactly, if you're more familiar with that unit. So if you want to measure your own foot just to get an idea of how wide your foot actually is, if you're even a little bit wider than that, you're really not going to have too many issues with fitting into soccer shoes. But if you do have a foot that's significantly wider, this is a video that you probably may want to look at. Or even if you don't, just stick around just to get an idea of what fits wider and what doesn't fit so wide. I picked out 6 shoes. There obviously are wider shoes. The best way to get an idea of what shoe is going to fit you the best, especially if you do have a wide foot, is going to the website, guys, SoccerReviewsForYou.com. Check out the full written review for these shoes. I really put a lot of effort into going into detail as to how these shoes fit all the way through the foot, whether it be the toe box, the forefoot, the midfoot, or the heel. Generally, I talk about that in all of the written reviews, so go ahead and check that out. Ignore more or less the number score at the end of the review. It's more about the written review that's where you're really going to get an idea of how the shoe fits and how the shoe feels and performs. So I picked out 6 shoes here just to kind of give you guys an idea of what fits wide and what doesn't. The first shoe I have here on the left is an Asics DS Lite 5. One of the newer shoes I have in for review. There's no review up for it yet, but if you do want to check out the high quality pictures as well as buy it now links, there'll be a link in the description to the review page. Reason I picked this shoe, the one I have in front of you is the regular fit, but it's also available in a wide fit, which is something that is interesting and you don't see too much. But if you do have a wider foot, this shoe in the wide fit is going to be fantastic for you. Even the regular fit's not all that narrow fitting, but if you do have a significantly wider foot and you really need that shoe that's going to fit properly, the wide fit version of this is great. And just talk a little bit about the shoe. It's kangaroo leather here at the front with the synthetic on the sides, and after wearing it a little bit, I can honestly tell you that it's a fantastic shoe. One of the best shoes that I've worn in a long time as far as reviewing stuff goes. Really do like this shoe. It kind of blends a lightweight feel with a little bit of a classic design, as well as arch support, which is somewhat unusual for a soccer shoe. Next shoe I have here is the Diadora Evolution. And reason I picked this shoe, again, it's a kangaroo leather shoe, and it fits really wide. You can tell just how it's laced up, how wide the shoe is. Diadora in general is a really good choice if you do have a wide foot. You notice how wide the midfoot section on this particular shoe is through the sole plate, and it's one of those shoes that's really going to fit well. Also keep in mind when you are looking at leather shoes, that's generally a better choice for wide-footed players, simply because leather is always going to be able to give a little bit, where synthetics have that predetermined width, and if they don't fit properly from the start, they're never going to fit properly, which, if your foot is too wide, you're never going to be comfortable, and you're also going to compromise the durability of the shoe simply because you're going to be stressing the sides of the shoe at all times. But again, guys, if you want to check out the full written review for the Diadora Evolution, there'll be a link in the description to SoccerReviewsForYou.com. It's a really great shoe. Grab the next 2 here. If you're looking for something more along the lines of a classic feel, then these are 2 really great shoes as well. First shoe I have here again is a Diadora DD11K. Another shoe that I would recommend for wide-footed players from Diadora is a Theodore Americana. Again, leather shoes that are going to stretch are fantastic. You can tell just by looking at the shoe, it definitely does have a wider fit to it. Again, they have that super wide sole plate through the midfoot, and it's something that's going to stretch to any width. Even the heel on this particular shoe is really wide cut. And overall, this is a fantastic shoe. If you really do like the feel of kangaroo leather, this is one of the best shoes on the market simply because it offers super high quality leather, really nicely padded, and the touch on the ball is just fantastic. Again, the full written review as well as the buy it now links with the high quality pictures of this shoe are on the website, so go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link in the description of that as well. The next shoe I have here is a Mundial team, but this also goes the same for an Adidas Copa Mundial. The reason I grabbed the Mundial team today is because a lot of you guys do play on turf a lot. And you ask me all the time, what's the best shoe for turf? If you're going to be playing on turf the most, this is a shoe that I pick out when I am going to be playing on turf, simply because it's going to last the best. It's a fantastic shoe. Kangaroo leather is really high quality. It's a shoe that they've been making for a little while now. It's really a classic from Adidas, and for good reason. It's a really high quality shoe. It really has stood the test of time as far as keeping that same classic design for so long while still being popular. And seriously, this is one of the best turf shoes on the market, bar none. Really, if you're going to be playing frequently on turf or even just need a pair of practice shoes to be comfortable in, the Mundial team's a fantastic choice. Again, the full written review as well as the high quality pictures with the best prices online through Buy It Now links. That link will be in the description, soccerreviewsforyou.com. Go ahead and check out the review page if that does interest you. And I also realized that speed boots are a really big part of the market right now, and a lot of people are looking for that ultra lightweight feel, which the A6DS Lite 5 is definitely going to provide some of that lightweight feel. But if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, these are probably two of your best options. The first shoe I have here is the Puma Evospeed 1K, the kangaroo leather version. As you can see, it has stretched a significant amount. Again, I don't have the full written review for this shoe up, but it should be up in a couple days or so, guys. So keep checking back if you are interested in that. But I can tell you that the leather is super soft on this particular shoe, and it really does stretch really nicely and a fair amount. So if you do have not a super wide foot, but if you do have a wide foot, the Evospeed K is definitely going to be one of your better options as far as the ultralight speed boots go, simply because it's going to offer a little bit of stretching room for you, which in the long run is going to lead for a more comfortable fit. Keep in mind that both of these shoes are not exceptionally wide, but if you do have a wider foot and you are looking for something lighter, these are going to be your best options. Again, the full written review, which will be up in a couple days, as well as high quality pictures and the Buy It Now links for the best prices online. That link's in the description right to the review page. Go ahead and check that out. And then the last shoe I have here is the Adidas F50 Adizero Micoach in leather. Again, a very popular shoe, probably one of the most popular on the market, simply because it has a wider fit and it really does fit everybody fairly well. It's more geared towards wider footed players, at least I find, simply because this front part does tend to stretch quite a significant amount. So if you do have a wider forefoot, you can tell how much it's stretched just by seeing the upper bulge past the sole plate here. It's not super wide in the midfoot, but the sides of the shoes come up enough where it's going to allow for a little bit wider fit, and the heel is also a little bit wider as well. So again, wide-footed players are going to have pretty good experience when wearing the Adizero Micoach, simply because it's going to stretch for you really nicely, and most likely it's going to offer you a comfortable fit after break-in. Again, the full written review as well as the high-quality pictures and the Buy It Now links there'll be a link in the description right to the review page on my website. So go ahead and check that out if that does interest you. But that's pretty much it, guys. That is kind of my short video, just showing you guys a couple of shoes that are really great options if you do have wide feet or exceptionally wide feet in this particular scenario. Again, go ahead and check out the full written reviews on the website, guys. That's really where you're going to get the best idea as to what shoe is going to fit you the best, simply because they really explain in detail what shoe you should be looking for and what kind of width you should be looking for in a soccer shoe. So go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link in the description to the website, soccerreviewsforyou.com. I think I've said that enough times now. Again, if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. I highly recommend so. And also, go ahead and check out the Facebook page, guys. There'll be a link in the description to that as well. Basically, what happens there is any new stuff that is coming, and you want to see what gets posted before it goes up on YouTube. Generally, it gets posted on Facebook first. So if you want to be up to date with what's coming on YouTube in the next couple of days, or even what's new on the website, all of that gets posted on Facebook. So go ahead and check that out if you are interested in doing that. That link will be in the description as well. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.